What are you doing?
Have you played Block Blast?
No, what is this, an ad? Besides, how long are you gonna make poor Linda over here wait? I don't care. I am not making a video on Block Blast. What? Wait, why are they here? Are we in a YouTube video? This is all your fault. This means for some reason in the future, I did something that somehow turned this into a video. Now I just have to figure out what.
You can't let anything distract you.
Oh, what's that? Stephen A. Smith? I didn't know you shopped at Walmart.
Oh man, you got it all wrong. The game is trying to distract me from Solitaire.
What?
Solitaire.
Are you okay? Are you kidding? First we're in a YouTube video, and now you broke Stephen A. Smith. What's next? We build a crappy AI for a mobile game? Oh, no, wait, I mean... Wait. Why are we still here? What in the... Are you kidding? Are you sure you want to install this app from an unknown source? It's not even on the Play Store? It's banned? Dude, why are we going here? Oh, because you can make money. That's why it's banned. Are you kidding? No, wait, don't touch it. Oh no. Now I've got to get him out of there. If I want to make a bot that plays Solitaire on my phone, we should start by actually figuring out how to play Solitaire. All we need is some bot that sees the screen. Then it figures out the best move with a sort of duplicated copy of the game inside of its mind, and it sends back a command to the screen, and we've got a working bot. Well, so you know what that means. I said, you know what that means. What the heck? Who did that? I'm on a limited budget here, so I gotta use what I can.
Oh, that's okay, buddy. Here, just use my Solitaire bot that I made.
I gotta figure out how to do an Australian accent.
Oh, that's okay, buddy. Sure, just use my Solitaire bot that I made.
Oh. Oh, really?
No.
Well, so what's the first step in approaching a heaping mound of garbage like this? You doing all right in there? Wait, how are you actually making money on this garbage? Dude, wait, are you actually playing the game? Oh no, don't buy anything. What? No. Do not buy the $100 cash pack just because you get $40 of bonus cash. It's not free. He has no idea what he's doing in there. We've got to hurry. What? No, I don't care if you almost have the retirement card pack with favorites like Checkers Chip and Cotton Granny. In Solitaire, we have the board, which is really called the foundation. No wait, this is called the table. The tableau? What? And then this is the foundation. But then this is the deck. But this is also called the waist.
The waist.
This is the deck. But you only draw 3 cards at a time, which is called Klondike Solitaire. But then sometimes there's a version where you only draw. Did you know that no one has ever made a Solitaire bot before? I mean, sort of, but it's not like chess where there are hundreds of different bots out there. And mathematically, it's an unsolved game. I scoured the internet. I even looked up research articles, math papers, but basically no one has done it. The best out there right now is random GitHub repos with buggy Solitaire search algorithms, but even in the mathematics world, it's an open question as to how many Solitaire games are even solvable. Someone needs to make a "there are exactly 4 games of Solitaire" video, except there are actually more like 10 million, billion, trillion games. Honestly, the game is pretty simple, so the bot doesn't have to do much. You just place red cards on descending order, 11, 12, 13, super simple, and then we just make the bot play the game, and it's stuck. Apparently about 10% of all Solitaire games are unsolvable, but not this one. I literally just did this one myself, so the bot just sucks. So I've got to make an actual strategy here. I figured since the bot has access to any revealed card permanently, it can basically memorize the entire deck. The only cards we don't know are the face down cards. So when it has an option to pick between 2 red 5s, which one do you put on the 6? It'll prioritize the card from the board. The table. No, the table. What was I saying? When we run a stack down to the ground, moving this card no longer reveals any new cards, so it's kind of a waste to move. We should just prioritize a new stack. Statistically, I made it choose the stack with the most cards each time just because there's a higher chance of a combo play. And because only about 10% of games are unsolvable, this means that if we run this bot 1,000 times, it should win about 90% of them. Well, maybe there's something wrong with my code. No, everything looks fine here. Oh, look at that. No, I just think this bot is terrible. The fact it even solves a single game is a miracle, held together with duct tape and clothespins. So I'm curious if our prioritization strategy here actually makes a difference. I ran a test on 5,000 games just to see, and there is a marginal increase in score using our strategy, of about 2%. Which means that the bot was even worse beforehand. It barely solves 10% of the games. This is terrible. This is so bad. This is the worst bot. And with our amazing, absolutely wonderfully constructed Solitaire bot, all we have to do is connect this to the actual game and start making bank.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Detective Krafer? What are you doing here?
You might want to have a look at this.
Oh, thanks. What is this? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Yes, ladies and wafers, you've heard it here. It is in fact illegal to use a bot to cheat at a gambling app. Kind of. But apparently that didn't stop the literal manufacturers of the game itself from creating bots. To be clear, I didn't use my bot in this game, but it looks like Solitaire Cash already did. Let me just read you the lawsuit so far, according to the actual district judge from October 27th, just 2 weeks ago. And I quote, "Papaya engaged in false advertising by stating or implying that its games pit human players against each other, when in fact, Papaya employed bots against human players. It is undisputed that Papaya used bots in its games from 2019 until at least November 2023. What this means is that even though I didn't connect my Solitaire bot to the game, Papaya Games already runs bots on the game. In fact, Papaya employed 2 types of bots, liquidity bots and tailored bots. Liquidity bots fill in user slots to ensure that a tournament won't stay open for too long, as it awaits players. In other words, liquidity bots close tournaments faster even if there are not enough players. So the other players you're playing against? Already bots. My bot would be at home if he could just join his brothers online. Justice for Solitaire Bot. He needs his home, guys. So some of the players in your tournaments are bots, but not all of them, right? Tailored bots, on the other hand, are used to create a predetermined outcome. In these sessions, Papaya wants to guarantee a specific outcome, either win or lose, or even down to the specific rank. To control the outcome, all players in a tailored instance outside the receiving player are bots. So Solitaire Cash will literally ask you to pay money, then use a bot to beat you in the tournament, and just keep your money. Solitaire Bot's family just got larger and more all-encompassing. Guys, look at how sad he is that he can't go compete against his real bot friends. He's all locked up alone while the Papaya bots get to have all the fun. Papaya also terminated accounts of users who raised suspicions about bots. Like, I could just go on. This lawsuit is insane. I've linked it down below, but I think it makes it very clear that these are some sketchy people that we should stay very far away from. I mean, at one point, their argument comes down to essentially, we didn't say there were no bots, so that means we didn't lie, which is crazy. And given the fact that Papaya is now Uno reverse suing Skills, another gambling app, saying they use bots too, I wouldn't touch any of them with a 10-foot pole. Alright, there's gotta be something we can do though, right? Perfect. Okay, so we are using an offline solitaire game, not connected to any servers and no money is involved. Just our bot and solitaire. The next critical part is getting all these connections set up. So our bot has to see the board somehow and then convert that into our internal game board. There's a Python library called computer vision that people have used to make bots for a very dead game that absolutely nobody plays and it doesn't matter at all. Computer vision will detect whether an image looks like another image, and you can customize how closely the images have. It's trash. It absolutely sucks. It literally doesn't work. It can't tell the difference between a club and a spade. It gets the numbers wrong. It couldn't tell you the difference between an illegal gambling app outlawed in half a dozen states that uses bots to cheat its users and Solitaire Cash. Oh wait. Computer vision is awful. Which is why I made my own AI from scratch. No, seriously, I made this. Since the last time when I was working on my Bitcoin AI predictor, I've learned a lot more about how modern AIs work. So I figured, why not make my own AI image detector? It can't possibly be that hard, right? Nope, it actually was super easy. Took about 15 minutes. I literally had already taken countless screenshots of the different numbers and suits, so all I needed to do was make an AI to identify these, and then it'll just work exactly how we want it to. Image classifiers typically use convolution, which basically just blurs the image, so the AI doesn't focus on sharp high and low values, but instead learns to view more of the general shapes and contours of the numbers. In 2019, OpenAI put out a paper basically outlining how if your model doesn't work, you can just make a bigger model, and it usually does better. It's called double descent, but basically a bigger model is better at generalizing. Speaking of, let's go ahead and train our model. So I threw in a whopping 33 million parameters, and within just a few epochs of training, it hit 100% accuracy. After this, you're supposed to continue training until the loss is extremely low, and honestly, it just worked. I spent so long trying to get computer vision to work, and creating my own AI was so easy in comparison. Then I had to write code that scans each stack to see how many face down cards there are. It was a nightmare because there's the face up cards and face down cards, and they're different sizes, and I have to scan at different amounts. But now, after all of that, with a single click, my bot scans the entire board and then inputs those screenshots into the AI to figure out which card each one is. And literally 2.5 seconds later, we have a full board. And first off, it just worked. Like 99% of the time, the bot nails the accuracy. But the best part about making my own bot is that if it's ever wrong, I can literally just take the screenshot that it guessed wrong and then train the AI on it. When I was setting up the bot, for a while there, it kept guessing the number 10 wrong. It kept calling it a 6 or a 9. And I was super confused because like it was getting every other card correct except for the 10s. And I was like, why is it calling a 10 a 6? And then I realized that the 10s weren't labeled in my training data. The bot has never seen a 10 before, and so it was just trying its best, and it was calling it a 6 or something, which honestly is pretty understandable. If the number 10 didn't exist, I could totally see how this looks like a 6. So now, the way I'm planning on hacking these apps is using a software called Scrapey? Oh, maybe it's Screen Copy. Oh, I've actually never thought about that. Well, so this is how I'm getting my screenshots. It displays my phone screen on my computer, and then I can literally just move my mouse with Pi Auto GUI, and we're golden. Just like that, we have created a fully functioning solitaire bot that can play solitaire on my phone. It is so insanely fast, like it's unreal how fast it plays. Let's see what the shortest time we can get is. All right, yeah, and that's the bot. If you want to mess around with it or see more footage, check out my Patreon or join the Discord. I'll be sharing more details there, and I hope you enjoyed it. I know, it's a little disappointing, but hey, at least I had the foresight to not connect my bot to live servers, unlike someone else. Where did I just come from? Huh. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Nah, it's probably nothing. Well, even if I can't connect my bot to Solitaire Cash, there is another game I could connect to. If you want to see an AI connected to a real app to get an actual high score instead of this solitaire garbage, then stay tuned. Join my Patreon. I have the inner workings of the Solitaire bot on there. Legal disclaimer, no connection to any mobile apps provided. It's just the bot.
I don't keep it loaded, so you'll have to find ammo as you go.
I have some other YouTube channels you should check out. Join the Discord, and thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!
Oh, that's okay. Oh, that's okay, buddy. Sure, just here's my solitaire bot that I made. Oh, that's okay, buddy.
Oh! Oh, really?
Oh, where are the other trucks going?
What?
I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
Wait, I need to figure this out.
I'm Batman.
Detective Krafer?